Good morning. So, sorry, I didn't use my microphone. Sorry. So today we're gonna talk about a new topic, something that I write on my journal again. And as usual, I'm gonna read it to you. And let's see. Wait a minute, because I have it on my iPad. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Our brain is elastic. It shapes itself, adapts, and it's like a muscle. It grows stronger when we train it. Just like lifting a weight at the gym. If you focus on a certain thought every day, you'll make it stronger. So ask yourself, what are you giving your attention to? Because that's where you're investing your most precious energy, your mental energy. If your thought is, I don't want to make mistake, you are concentrating too much energy on the fear of mistakes. But if your thought is, I want to learn, the energy shifts and it shifts direction. It moves, it builds, it creates new possibilities. In the same way, if you keep telling yourself, I must not be weak, so you're like feeding the idea that weakness is a failure. But if you say, I want to welcome my fragility, you are strengthening yourself, and that is a powerful act of presence. So, this is not just about being positive, but it's also about being conscious because you cultivate your own growth. So, this is the only thing that I wrote on my journal. And it's very true. It's very true because we are we are the only one who is capable to control our mind, and we can control it. We are made to be able to control our own mind. So of if we think of negative things, it's because we are training our brain to be negative. So every time we have negative thoughts, sometimes it yeah, okay, for example, when you focus on the negative thoughts, it ends creating another thought which is negative again. And then from another negative thoughts, it creates another negative thoughts. So it's what happens when we think negatively only. But if at some point we have a negative thought and we directly uh, push it, I am not good at expressing myself in English. I'm sorry. We directly deviate, or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, like for example, you have a negative thoughts, and with that negative thoughts, you prevent it to make another negative thoughts, but you directly push it with a positive one. So it's like you're pushing away that negative thoughts that you have. So it avoids you to um, make more negative thoughts. It prevents, you are preventing yourself to to grow that the negativity that from the start. So it's like how do you say that, branches? Yeah, so like from a branch, yeah, this one branch, you are making different branches, and what happens is when you think something negative, you kind of create other branches which is negatives, right? But what we can do is, if we have a negative thoughts, we make these branches, but these branches are positive. So in that case, those branches will also create positive thoughts. So that's I think I explained it in very bad way, but yeah. So it means we can control our branches, our thoughts, you know. So every time, it's very useful. I mean, even for me, for someone who has a lot of problems. I mean, just lately I'm having a lot of problems, like too much. It helps me to keep being positive, because when we have problems, we have this problem, and we tend to like focus on that problem, and we start thinking negatively, and this will also have an effect on our mind, on our health. And usually having a lot of negative thoughts, when you are in a worst case, this will create depression. So that's why it's really important that we control our mind, that we are conscious that that thoughts that we have is very negative, and we need to change it. We need to change that thought into a positive one. And sometimes it's very difficult, because we sometimes it's not like you do it on purpose. We sometimes you do it without even noticing, unconsciously. So that's why it's very important being conscious, being aware of our thoughts, because sometimes our thoughts can control us, right? Can affect us in a bad way, can um, can give us problem emotionally and mentally. And to prevent it, we need to be always positive, but also not also by just being positive, but um, in order for our brain to release a hormone that helps us be positive, we also need to um, exercise. That's why I always go outside. I always, whenever I need to, I always go outside for a walk or just run, because I need to take care of my mental health. I need to take care of my physical health as well. So running or doing exercise and doing cardio will help us to be healthy, to stay healthy, to take care of our mind and of our health in general. And this is something I really want to keep remembering to myself, because sometimes I really forget it, especially when all things that happens to you are negatives. So you kind of become of negative because of the problems that you have. And yeah, to just keep focusing on the positive things, and just don't think about it. So just don't get anxiety just because those problems. And it's very hard, I know. I mean, it's something that I for me sometimes it's very hard, but I need to be conscious. I need to keep reminding it to myself every time. And yeah, this is another video that I want to save for myself as well. That's why I'm telling it to you, and I will post it on YouTube as usual. So it's something that I could remember every time I open my own account or something. And that's all, I guess. I don't want to go further, because I am trying to make not very long videos, so you will not get tired to listen to me or something. But I know, but you can skip if you want. I mean, as I said, this is just for me. But if it can help you, then sure, I am free to. I can I share it to you freely, I guess. So that's it. And I'm sorry for my bad English, and I'm sorry for my voice and everything. I feel cringe sometimes when I talk and record myself, but I think it's something normal. That's all. Bye bye. See ya.